Hello there and welcome to the tutorial for Dynamic Camera. Now this has been set up in the programming section of the content and it's under Dynamic Camera. You can push and pull a Dynamic Camera anywhere in the world. I've just got two setups now, one by the cooker in my test level and one by the sink and the test level. Now these are independent of the first person camera, so you can still use the third person camera and you've got no need to change it. That goes for artists and programmers alike. But you can just pull these things out into the level, and I'll make some sort of document later explaining how you're going to set up the starting and ending bounding for these so you can make the set pieces of what you'd like. This one, near the cooker, this is a non-stationary tracking camera. Much like you'd have for something like Crash Bandicoot on some front-facing axes. The one by the sink is a fixed version, so this is a fixed version of the camera. You can just toggle these on and off here, and you can put your offsets and your track player and your blend time in. I'll explain all this in the document so that you can independently control how the camera operates without having to go into blueprints, and it's quite easy the way I've set it up. So let's have a go, shall we? So we've got our sock. Now what I've set up doesn't affect our third person camera whatsoever. It only affects it when we go into those set pieces that we've set up for the camera. So here, by the cooker, it's non-fixed. It will follow the player, but it will follow it along this trajectory. So this can be used for different puzzles, this can be used to get around certain things, it could even be used for certain boss fights like the Roomba at the end of the game. And to get out of this, all we have to do is exit the bounding, and it's going to smoothly transition back to our normal camera. So I'll show you that again. I've set it up as well so that it doesn't automatically re-engage when you enter the box. So if you wanted to, you can make this work from either direction, both directions. I'll have to explain that in the document as well because it wasn't easy to set up, but it does work very well for what was intended. So if we enter it, it's going to enter our dynamic view, enabling us to control our sock as normal by the use of the WSAD keys or the mouse, jump and use stuff as normal. The free look is disabled because obviously we want to keep this perspective, which is why we've created the dynamic camera. But say if you wanted to be cheeky and go towards the floor and escape that way, as long as you've set up the bounding volumes correctly, when you exit them, it's going to return it to normal. So it goes back to your third person camera, which is good because it also means it doesn't mess with any values in the third person camera or lead to any troubles. Now, if we go here over to the sink, this is our fixed camera. So this is something that you may have seen similar to Grand Theft Auto 3 or some of the Grand Theft Auto games where they want a particular camera angle. So we'll enter it. It's going to snap to here again. We move by WSA and D, and we move using the mouse button. But if we want to come back, we'll cross back over and we'll transition back. Again, you can apply a blend to this. You can make a smooth transition, or you can make it snap to it, as we have done. And say I want to be cheeky and see if I can escape over here. The way I've set up the bounding volume is that it should smoothly transition back to the third person camera when we try and escape via the ledge. Oh, there we go. It's back to normal. So we've set up a lovely dynamic camera either in the fixed position like here or in the non-fixed position way over here. So we can track our player and we can set up lovely camera transitions into different areas of the level, and you can have as many of these as you want. This is just using two to create the desired effect, and it doesn't alter or fiddle with the third person camera whatsoever. There we are. And back we are. Have fun, and I'll get to work on making that document so you know how to make these lovely things. Bye for now.